Howdy and welcome to Forgotten Xbox Live Arcade Games, a mini-series where I review Forgotten XBLA titles, and today we are going to be taking a look at Gel Set and Match. Developed by Gastronaut Studios and published by Microsoft in 2009, Gel is a 3D puzzle matching game hybrid that had some unique additions to the Match 3 genre. For starters, this isn't a Match 3 game, it's a Match 4 game. Ooh, innovative. In all seriousness, this is an interesting title, and the main puzzle, or story mode, took me about 2.5 hours to beat. Spread out across 101 levels, the main puzzle mode has you solve puzzles by getting rid of all the gel blocks on screen, and you receive a bonus for solving the puzzles in or under the par amount of moves. And if you complete all puzzles on a chapter in par or under, you unlock a bonus level. Now for the gameplay. It's a little tricky to explain, but you need to match 4 or more blocks of the same color. But once you've set up a match, you have a couple seconds to pick up and throw or move a block before it melts. And if you get to the other blocks of the same color in time, they will melt also, which could require some precise timing, and most levels took me at least 2 attempts to overcome on my first playthrough, although some I knocked out in just one go. But one level took at least 20 tries, as it required insanely precise timing for your throws, with literally zero room for mistakes. Anyways, you collect stars, this game's currency, for completing matches, and some levels had small twists to them. They could maybe take place in a fenced-in area, and you had to eliminate a certain color first to lower the fences so that you could access the other colors. Or, some levels had gray walls surrounding the cubes of gel, which you had to destroy by forming a match beside of them. The last things to really discuss gameplay-wise for the puzzle mode is that I think a bomb was tossed in on like one level, and that you receive a letter grade based off how many moves it takes you to finish the level, with an A being awarded for completing a mission in par or under, a B for being 1 or 2 moves over par, etc. Although I kept things simple, and I didn't care too much about getting a good grade on my first playthrough. But if you want to get achievements, you will have to get an A on every single level in the game. Anyways, before I move on to the other game modes, Puzzle did at least offer some scenery changes every now and then, having you play on different boards with various backgrounds, and NPCs kinda just chill around the board cheering you on. The second game mode in Gel was Action, which was certainly more hectic, as you're trying to clear out blocks in front of a giant truck as it drives forward, and the time crunch definitely added some challenge that wasn't on the puzzle mode, and I didn't get very far here unfortunately, but at least I finished the main game. The third and final game mode was Versus, or Battle Mode, its official name. I can't say a lot here, as the servers are empty online, last I checked, and my wife doesn't want to play this game with me. So, no comment, although several achievements are locked behind the MP, making this game impossible to 100% with just one person. This game also has a co-op mode, but again, I had no one to play it with, so I can't say anything about it. Changing topics, I mentioned money earlier. You can use your stars to purchase cosmetics for your character, and I bought the pieces needed to turn mine into a zombie. Because, well, zombie gamer cat. But you start off with a purple creature, whatever these things are supposed to be called, and you can change their color to your liking. Graphically, the game looks good enough, I guess. The soundtrack was a little repetitive, but decent, with also decent sound effects. Not really any story here, just gameplay. It overall ran well performance-wise, although it got a hair bit laggy on occasion, but at least the controls were overall really simple. In conclusion, I reckon I give Gel a 6.2 out of 10 by my grade scale. It's not awful, just not really for me. Is it playable? Sure, but definitely not worth the $10 I believe I paid for it. More of a $5 game if you ask me. Now, I would like to note that this game did actually come with a couple of gamer picks, which was a nice bonus. And also, I lightly brushed on this, but Gel has some brutally hard achievements, and this is the only Xbox game I have ever played that I beat twice and only got one achievement. Most achievements in this game require a lot of dedication and grinding, and several are locked to MP, so certainly not a title if you're just looking for some quick gamer score. Of course, I don't hold this against the game, as achievements don't determine the quality of a game, but this was something I thought worth mentioning. And also, Gel is one of the roughly 50 games that became lost media when the store closed, as it is a digital-only, non-backwards compatible 360 exclusive, meaning there is no longer a legit way to buy it. Man, I wish Xbox would reopen the 360 store. Anyways, as far as similar video games I could recommend, maybe Bejeweled, you might like that, or the game collection called Cubed. And that's my review itself for today. Thank you for stopping by and for putting up with my bad narrations. It means a lot. For newcomers here, I mostly review and discuss Xbox 360 games, so do feel free to watch some of my other vids if that sounds like your cup of tea. As for our Bible verse of the day, I read Romans 10:17 NIV. Consequently, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word about Christ. And like always, none of my content is ever made by robots. Keep YouTube human and only watch man-made videos. And I don't consent for my voice and likeness to be copied and altered by robots in any way, shape, and form. Jesus loves you all. Stay hydrated. Peace.